Welcome to the Boujee Multipreneur podcast. I'm your host, Hillary Hushauer-Jones. Tune into my show where we discuss how to attract more money so you can spend more money. Hi, welcome back to the Boujee Multipreneur podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Hillary Hushauer. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about getting involved in your state or local associations, something like that would help you in your profession. I'm going to speak on the basis of chiropractic because that's what I do pretty much all the time. I feel like every profession has their movers and their shakers, right? The ones who are behind the scenes making things happen. And if you aren't sitting at that table, then someone else is probably making the decisions for you. So today we're going to talk about why getting involved in your local and state association isn't just good karma, but it's good business. There's good leadership and good community building for you. So I've seen firsthand how my involvement with my state association, the Indiana State Chiropractic Association, between like the legislative updates over the years on how we practice, how we deal with insurances, to the professional networking, the things I've learned there, and behind the scenes of like the billing and coding. And, we need to make sure that your profession, for me, as a chiropractor, that we have a voice at the state level, and it does matter. So if you're thinking someone else will do it, yeah, but what if they don't? And you're not at that table and they're making decisions for you that aren't going to help you or benefit you, but maybe it's going to make it worse, right? But it matters because these associations do protect your profession's future. Like, for instance, they can advocate on our behalf for like fair insurance reimbursement, whether or not the wordage for our scope of practice, and how the public really perceives us. So think about if they took away a scope of your practice, or they, the insurances are cutting back on your reimbursement. Like, you just complaining about it doesn't fix anything, but we need someone to represent us. We need the lawmakers and the regulators to make decisions based on like complete information that we give them, instead of incomplete information where they just don't know enough about chiropractic or your profession to help you, right? So one example recently that came up is recoupment letters from insurance companies to chiropractors in Indiana. And they're recouping like thousands, like tens of thousands. And as a member of our state association, we have help. We have someone that's helping to represent us and putting everyone in a letter to the organization, because we're more powerful when we're together, and we need to be connected to get some changes, really, right? So we already know that connection creates protection. And for some of us in our professions, we need that. If you're a chiropractor like me, like, we need the protection. We don't have the big backers and the money like the AMA does, and we need to do all that we can. And sometimes that's voicing our opinion and telling the legislators what we need, right? They can't know everything. So besides being involved in helping your profession grow, you get to learn different like leadership opportunities. You get to be on committees and locally help things. What about you can network with different peers and professionals in your group, right? And you can get ideas from each other. You can learn more. You can get your continuing education credits. You have resources for things you might need. Let's say when the government shuts down and you need to know something, right? Because that would never happen, except it does. But your state association is going to be the one that's on the forefront of that information. I personally get an email almost every week from my state association, like updating us on things. And a lot of it I wouldn't know if I didn't get that email and read about it. I used to be that person that thought, oh, I don't need to get involved, someone else, or I don't understand it. And to this day, there's still a lot I don't understand about legislative stuff, but I keep learning and I just ask questions, right? But I didn't realize how much that would expand my network by being involved in my state association, like meeting other doctors across the state because I've learned from them. I can refer back and forth, and I've created friendships in local areas. You never know when you're going to need each other, right? But being behind the scenes now, I get like the why behind some of the changes with insurance or the legislation and even like patient access. So some things you just wouldn't know or get the updates if you weren't in your state association for your profession. So the more that we can come together, the better advocacy that we can have for our profession and for our patients. We can help our profession by like building together and showing how well your profession works together and you're getting things done, and just like an overall unified voice for especially like wellness-based healthcare, because a lot of it isn't wellness-based, right? It's sick careness, and that's not going to help us. So if I could give you any tips, it'd just be to start by going to your state association's convention or like a meeting in your area, volunteer for a committee, and even just helping with membership or their social media, comment on their social media, share their social media. That takes like a second. Get on their email list, read the information that they send you, even encourage like your friends or staff or associates to help and get involved. So see how you can reach out and get involved. Even if it's like 1 hour a month, it does matter. And we can waste an hour anywhere. Like literally you can waste an hour every night scrolling on social media, right? But the more that we show up with our professionalism, the better and the stronger our profession does get. So I really think that, being involved in something bigger than your own office or your own business really gives you like perspective and connection and a louder voice. And the truth is, the future of chiropractic or, any profession really depends on people like us who care enough to get involved. So let's show up, let's get involved and shape our future of your profession, because it doesn't take that much time, but it does involve getting together and talking. This episode was brought to you by Jane, a practice management software and EMR built to support you in the day-to-day work of running your business. If you're a health or wellness practitioner, you already know the care of your provide starts with before your patient arrives and extends far beyond the treatment room. Jane is here to support every part of that experience. With online booking, your clients can book at the time that works for them. And with features like waitlist notifications, they're able to grab last-minute openings when they pop up. It's an easy way to fill your schedule when you're getting your patients the care that they need. During your appointment, Jane's AI-powered documentation feature can help you thoughtfully take notes so you can stay present with the person in front of you. And after appointments, you can end your time together on a healing note, not a transactional one, by charging the card on file and rebooking before they head out the door. I have been with Jane for 2 or 3 years now. I can't say enough about how great Jane is compared to all the EMRs I've used in the past. In fact, I love it so much, I'm an ambassador. I do offer a free month code. It is HHJ1. MO, like the number 1, not spelling it out. Let me know if you need it. I'll put it in the notes. But reach out to me if you have any questions about Jane. Love it. And also tell me when you get involved with your state or local association. Click subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and let's make some money.